Hey everyone, I'm Igor, founder of Cloud Prism, and I make living by teaching how to code. And 3 months ago, I left my job as a Salesforce developer after 4 years working in the field. And now I do the teaching part full time. So my goal for 2024 is go to the 10K revenue per month with at least 50% of profitability. To achieve this 10K a month, what I want to develop a Salesforce platform for learning how to code. Basically, this platform should be kind of automatic platform where you write code immediately on the platform and it checks this code and it gives you feedback immediately. So it runs the tests and it automatically says you what was done wrong, what was done right. Something similar to Codegym or Code Academy or the other platforms where you solve the tasks. And what I want to do differently is I want to record my process of thinking and my process of building this new business from completely scratch. Why do I want to do this? Is because I'm teaching Apex and I see that one of the things that people struggle is actually having practice. And a lot of things in Apex and a lot of cases where people say, "Oh, I cannot really code," is because people just didn't have enough practice. And I want to fix it. I have a lot of tasks that I'm using for teaching myself, but I cannot go and check all of them. It takes insane amount of time. So instead of doing that, I want to develop the platform that's going to do it automatically. So I'm just going to take all of my tasks and I'm going to just make them with automatic checks and automatic feedbacks and automatic tests. And I will be building this whole business completely from scratch. So far nothing exists, and I will try to make it to life. And I hope to ship this whole thing in 3 months. Now, I'm not the only one person who's gonna be working on that, because I have a team that's sitting in Ukraine. So I'm originally from Ukraine, but I've been living in Germany for quite a long time. So that's why I have really tight connections with Ukraine. And the team consists out of me, another Igor that is helping me with design, and junior developer who will be doing a lot of React coding. But I will be doing also everything. And the idea is to ship this whole thing in 3 months and to make it profitable in 6 months. I already recorded the first steps of competitor analysis yesterday, and a little bit more description of what I want to do. The quality in the first 30 minutes is not really good, but it gets much better after 30 minutes. And please let me know in the comments what you think. Please share it. Please subscribe to the channel, comment. I really want to hear your feedback. Just a simple comment that I watched the first couple of minutes will do a lot for me, and I appreciate every type of feedback. So if you have some criticism on how I do it, I would really appreciate to have it. So thank you everyone and enjoy. I'm gonna share entire my screen. So this is what I'm doing now. I run courses, and you see this is the course that I wanna launch basically this year in around 2-3 months. I'm still kind of waiting for Germany to approve this. So I'm based in Germany and I have to go through a lot of bureaucracy. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to be developing this something similar to the Apexsandbox. Here's the Apexsandbox. So the Apexsandbox is basically a website where you can go and practice Apex. So you see on the left side, you have a lot of tasks. I've done some of them already. Then you have here the description of the task. And then you have here the task itself. So for example, if we write here return false, which is definitely incorrect, and click on run, and you have to be logged in, it's going to say that, okay, some tests failed, some tests were good. And if you write here the right solution, it's going to say, hey, everything's awesome. There's another website like this. It's Campapex, apex.org, and they have a little bit better functionality in terms of what I want to develop. So if you click here on courses, I think it's a little bit more organized. So here it starts with the data type and variables, and you click here and you have some theory here, and you write here some stuff. So for example, string or load. I'm not sure what they want to challenge, try, commenting how to do. Hit the run button, submit your solution. Okay, so if we're going to comment out this part, I log into run, I have to log in. So again, this whole thing with connecting and courses, and I should have already some of them done. Not started, okay. I think it depends on with what org I'm logging in there. Run. There's past years. Okay, so that's good, and I guess they have here some kind of registry. Yeah, in progress. So this is what I want to build, but I have already quite a lot of different material, and I have, if you go here to the Apex for beginners, I have their free course that goes over some fundamentals for Salesforce development. So if you really want to start with the Salesforce development, you have no idea about the coding part, you can go there and you can go through this course. Now this course is not really, you can also find it here in the blog. So for example, if you go to the S objects in Apex, there's an explanation about what are the S objects and how to use them in Apex. And then if you go here, you don't have anything to practice there. And this is something that I want to actually make much better, because I have, for all these beginner topics, so there are in total, I would say, around 12 beginner topics that you need to learn. And for all of them, I have really, really a lot of different tasks. And those tasks that they're coming from my course, this cohort-based course that I ran last year. So in total, I have a lot of tasks. I have a lot of material. The only thing that I'm missing is to let the students automatically check their tasks that they are doing on the website itself, and that's the whole project. Now, I don't have anything so far, so I don't have any design materials. I don't have uh, anything at all. I'm not a designer as well. I'm not a front end developer as well. I'm Salesforce developer with 4 years of experience, and in the next 3 months, me and the team, we will try to ship it. And I want to show a little bit more how we're going to do it. And the most important, I want to show from the business perspective and from the marketing perspective what we're going to do, how we're going to design, for example, the landing page so that the landing page converts, how we're gonna ship it, how we're gonna market it, how we're gonna what's gonna work, what will not work. um yeah, so that's it, I guess. um Yeah, let's start. So I'm gonna outline the whole process in Figma. And again, if designers gonna watch it, they're gonna be crying, because I'm definitely not a designer. And if I'm gonna develop something with React, because we're gonna be using React, um, that's not gonna be that's not gonna be good as well. But that's not the point. The point is to actually bring something that works to the market and go from completely zero, nothing exists, to actually ship something to the market. So the first step that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna design in general, outline what do we actually need for the website, and then we can think about what structure we want to have. What I have already is I have already this one. This is not mine. Uh, This is from the company that was developing for me this landing page. I just hired the company, and it looks quite good. And I actually like the colors. I mean, because we were speaking with them about the colors, so I like the colors. I would probably do it in the dark mode instead of the light mode. Um, I'm not so sure how to do it in Figma exactly, and I think we can flip it at some point. This is not really that important for shipping the product. Dark mode, light mode, that doesn't actually matter, because the most important is that we have product market fit. The most important that people actually wanna the core functionality that we offer, and the most important that we actually get some features that deliver real value. And is it gonna be black and white? Is it gonna be design friendly or not? Is it gonna be mobile friendly? Doesn't really matter. But I'm still gonna be using these colors, and I asked them to create here colors, and I'm just gonna copy these colors into this project. So what would be the name of the project? First, I'm gonna create here design file, and I'm gonna name the project learn apex.com. And the reason for that is because I have a domain name which is called learnapex.com. I have no idea why no one had so far this the domain name. So it's called learnapex.com. Um, that's why that's going to be the whole name of the project like this. Not the most creative name, but still works. So the first step that I want to do is I want to write down what we actually need. So the whole page structure, the whole page structure. And if you think that the page structure is actually it's so easy, no, it's not. Um, because you cannot just put together a few things and say, okay, this is my landing page. The landing page have to make the user who is reading the landing page first to understand what you are actually offering, to understand what is your product, what problems does it solve, and it should actually make the user want to pay you uh, to pay you the money for the project. So the page structure, this is something where a lot of thoughts needs to go in, and this is also something that is actually quite hard to do in terms of it's actually quite hard to write down, because you need to understand what are you solving, and you need to understand it and in the way that's going to be very appealing to the user that's going to see it. So the page structure, that's going to be important. Then I'm gonna do this whole page structure in Figma, and, then we will also need to the technical part of checking checking code. The reason for that is because in Salesforce is cloud-based, right? So in Salesforce, you don't really have any type of engine that you can run on the front end. So if we go here to the Apexsandbox, you can't do it if you logged out. So if you logged out, you can see that you have to log in here. You cannot really do anything in those type of websites if you're not logged in. And the reason for that is because the code that you're running here is actually executed not on the front end, it is executed on the Salesforce instance, because that's the only place where you have the compiler. You don't have any type of compiler somewhere in the browser. It is different in comparison to JavaScript compilers, for example. Such website to construct for JavaScript would be so easy, but it's not so easy for Salesforce. And that's why I'm so excited about this challenge as well. I already looked it up. That's obviously because we have those websites. Obviously, that's possible. I already looked it up. I already have few concepts that are underlying behind it. I already have working proof of concept. The whole thing, to understand how it works from the Salesforce perspective, you actually need to know the authentication part of Salesforce and how the authentication is done. And authentication is a whole different certification, right? So it's going to be quite a lot in terms of the technical part of it. And then once we have the authentication part, we also need to figure out how you actually send the code and how you get it back. So I hope I will not be programming myself a lot of these things, uh, but let's see how it goes. So if we go back, technical part of checking code, it involves and sending code. Everything else in terms of, for example, being so that user can log in, that's quite straightforward. This is the functionality that is present in most websites, and that's quite easy to do. This is something that only 2 websites on the internet have, or maybe 3, and maybe also Trailhead have something like this, which I actually think. No, I don't think they have. They have everything natively, so they just connect the sandbox and then they check. Um, so this part will be technically quite difficult to figure out, um, but it's still possible. Still possible. So this part, and then I want to go probably a little bit more in details because page structure. What does mean page structure? So the first is landing page, or the home page. And we also gonna need pricing. And I would probably put it into the another part. And I would say that comes after the technical solution, the business part, business, let's say business model part. For example, what to charge, what to charge, what to charge, how to how to market, how to market, how to collect feedback. All those questions, I don't have the answer. I'm 3 months into my self-employment journey, so I'm not the most experienced marketer, but I will figure it out, and I hope to show how we do it. So the business model part and what to charge is quite an important one. Definitely, what I want to avoid is charging way too low or way too much. So we need to find this sweet spot somewhere. But I think charging too much, I won't be able because no one's just gonna buy it. And charging way too low, this is something that I tend to do, and something that I should be focusing not to do. So this is the business model part, and it's kind of what we define here in what to charge is it's going to influence the landing page, right? So the landing page by homepage, also we need to include their pricing element, or we can actually make it another page. So that's pricing page, uh, and for example, monthly versus yearly plans, right? Login page, login page, profile page. Not sure how to name it exactly. Is the profile page where you log in into your profile and you can see the progress that you've made. So profile page, um, home, pricing, profile. I would say contact us page, and I'm gonna probably name it pages, and I'm gonna remove the page from everything. Login, profile, contact us. What else do we have? Then, of course, we also have the course page itself, and the course page. What I mean is this one. So how it's going to look inside once we are inside of the course page. Yeah, some inspirations that I actually like a lot are following. So one of the inspiration is Codegym for me. Codegym. Automatically, it switches into German here. Here it's not in German. Codegym. So Codegym, it's a Ukrainian startup, and I've been using it for learning how to code. I think 5 years ago, maybe even more, maybe even 6 years ago. Um, that was the reason why I could learn how to code. It's about Java, and basically what it means, you can see here how they show it is that you write your code here, and you click on the verify, and then it is automatically verified. And they've been quite successful. They're really, really private in terms of how many people work there, what is the revenue. But by the amount of people uh, left the reviews, 100, what is 1,600, even if the lifetime value of each customer was, let's say 30. Well, that's actually not that much. That's actually not that much at all. Uh, that's quite interesting. So I never thought about that. They're actually quite cheap. But I don't know. In Ukraine and in general, they're actually quite big. I don't see now any proofs about. Here we go. So they have over a million. Yeah, exactly. So they have over a million registered users, which is really impressive. Um, of course, not all of them are paying, but I would say that you can't really do that much here without paying. So let's have a look at them start. I already have an account. I hope that I have one, and I don't need to verify. Oh my god, stairs. Here we go. It's part of the stairs. Bicycle. You never know, is it part of the bicycle? Is it not? Reflection. Ah, cars. So this bus is a car. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Let's have a look if I can. Yeah, tasks. Hmm. You can complete because okay. Okay, can I sign in with? They don't have Google authentication or what's this? This is Google? Yes, Google. Let's sign in with my old account. Maybe I still have old tasks there done. Level 2, probably I was using some kind of another email. So basically here we can, yeah, you can see it's quite simple, and then you can also connect this element. Let me drag it up. You can also connect this whole thing to the IntelliJ IDEA, so you can basically write it in the IntelliJ IDEA, or for Salesforce, that would be equivalent to Salesforce, to VS Code, and then you can write everything in VS Code, and it should work. So let's say we write here system, I think it's system out end line, I think that's like this, and we write here 1, 2, 3, click on verify, error, task had already been completed. Yeah, so let's actually find something that I didn't complete. Okay, close, declare variables. Okay, main method string int age. So we go here, string name, int age, string city, so that we can see what kind of user interface they have when something fails. Okay, nothing fails, it's completed, and they also have some kind of gamification. This is quite cool. I'm just gonna immediately take a screenshot out of it, and I'm gonna paste it into the Figma design that we have as an inspiration. I'm gonna make it less. So okay, I'm gonna probably create here frame thread and call it, let's say, plan outline. Okay. Okay, I see that it was. This is the thing with Figma, that it scales. If you don't click on the shift, it scales automatically like this. So you need to find. I just make a new screenshot. Just making a screenshot. Here we go. So this is inspiration, Codegym, Apex Sandbox, and Campapex. I also didn't really reach out to any of the developers, so I'm in touch with Apexsandbox people and with the Campapex. In fact, I was promoting Campapex on LinkedIn for quite a time. I mean, it's free, so it's fine. And yeah, I didn't ask them actually how to do all of those things. So we're going to need to figure it out on our own. And I want to show you what is already done. So what is already figured out. And oops, that needs to be edited out. One thing that is already done is this. So we have here, this is from Alexander, from Sasha, from the developer. Go here, we have this not that good looking animation, not that good looking thing. We don't have any landing page, we don't have any about. This is just very basic React, and it's hosted on the GitHub. And if you click here, we have here already the editor. You can click on run code, nothing happens. You can click on the login, and this is currently something that is still no idea why it takes so much time, but it takes so much time for it to actually go to the login page. Let's see if that's gonna work. Okay, finally. So we are here on the login page, and here we are logged in, and we get back access token, and this access token we can use for running the code and actually submitting it. This is what we have. Everything else is missing. So basically we have nothing. So we only have the authentication part. So that's why I'm not gonna really go very deep into the authentication part, but still everything else is missing. Okay, so here's our plan, just very approximate. And can you here create a new page? 3 pages left. I don't. Okay, I'm using the free version of Figma. Okay, I don't really need a new page then. It's fine. And another thing that I'm gonna use are those colors. I'm just gonna copy them. Let's see, Control C, Control V. Does it work? Awesome. Okay, can't really scale it. Up like this. Then let me scale this as well, like this. Those are the colors that I'm gonna use. And let's see if I need something else. I would actually like to get their mainframe so that I don't need to worry about things like, okay, what is the resolution? Is it now correct? Is it incorrect? Just gonna take this mainframe and gonna copy it, and I will make it here copy, and I'm gonna empty it. So mainframe, here the mainframe, and I'm gonna empty this whole thing. Okay, but this is the mainframe, so now we have it. I'm gonna drag it down here. This is the mainframe. Another thing that we need is mobile, but let's create let's create it later. So this is the main, and then what else do we need? We need the course page. So I'm gonna copy the mainframe, and I'm gonna call it course page, and I'm gonna put here so that it doesn't prevent me. Okay, course page. Another thing that we need, probably not that long. Did it just shift it? No. Okay. Course page. Contact us. Yeah, let's just go one by one. Let's let's go one by one. So that would be pricing. Okay, main pricing. Pricing. Pricing, login, profile. It's gonna be login, profile, contact us, and the course page. Do we already have the course page? Yes, we already have the course page. Profile. What was that? Pricing. Contact us. Contact us. Contact us probably also shouldn't be that big, so that's fine. Yeah, that looks good. Those are the pages that we need, and we also need, this is kind of the best practice that if I understand it correctly, the best practices from the Figma design is to have a separate frame for components. If you don't know what are the components are basically like LWC components, reusable components that you can create, and you can then create instances of those components on the website. And for example, if you create the navigation bar and you want to change color on this navigation bar, and if you change it on the component, it's going to be changed on all the pages. Those are the components, and I'm going to make it wide. Okay, we need components, and what else do we need? I think that's actually it for. And another thing that I want to do is I want to create here. I'm gonna make it smaller. Something like bin. I'm gonna store my ideas if they don't make it till the end. So why Figma? The really cool part about Figma is that you can go here into the developer mode. And if you go into developer mode, it's probably not visible now here. Yes, it is. You can quite easily here see CSS, and it's basically copy, and then you can develop. So with this thing, for example, here the CSS immediately, it's going to be super quick for the developer to develop the website. So if we manage this Figma, then the thing of actually putting out the elements, that can be done not that hard. And in fact, I even have some designs that me as a Node React developer, I could also go and create some components that are actually looking good. So the main thing is actually think about what will be the copy. So what we will be writing there, and what will be the elements, and what will be the structure. Once we have it, the art of actually getting it down on the page is quite easy. Also, what we don't really care about is to have a super nice design, because again, this is not the most important part when it comes to the developing first prototype of the project and see if we have a product market fit or not. I changed a little bit the setup in general. I switched into OBS code because I realized that the quality of StreamYard that I was using is actually not that good. So now I'm here, and you can hopefully see me as a small circle, and I can switch here between. I closed few tabs, but besides that, nothing has changed, and I'm gonna be manually switching here. So what we need to develop here is this whole main page. And first I'm gonna start with outlining. I'm pressing on T to add the text there. first I'm gonna outline just in general what blocks do I need, and this is actually a really big question, because to answer that we first need to answer what are actually we are trying to sell, what we are actually trying to build. If we go here to the Codegym, I don't know if you can, how can I log it out here actually? Home. How can I log out? Settings. They made it really difficult to log out. Sign out Linux. That's. Is it me? Linux? They count Mac as Linux? And all sessions? Yeah. Okay, this is a very strange way to log out. So if we look and analyze the landing page of what they have here so-called hero section with here the main heading. Then they have here quite a lot of, as for me, descriptions. They have here good rankings and call to action, CTA. And then the right side they have here image, which I don't actually like how it looks. I think it's a little bit overload, like these lines here. But anyway, so they know it quite good. They definitely have figured out what is good website for them. So here now they start with a description. What is the Codegym? Start, learn, practice, create, start learning for free. And here they have actually the demonstration, learn comfortable pace. So those, if we have a look, practice coding from the first lesson of our online course. You should code a lot and you will like it. So again, this is the features, description about the course, features, and then they have two different formats, training format. So I'm gonna probably write it down because I have approximately an idea how a good converting landing page should look like, but I don't really know. So okay, I moved my image. Let's see if that works. Okay, so I want to analyze, let's say, 5 different websites and see how they sell, what is the structure there, and then see if that works for me as well. So Codegym, the way they sell is first they have the structure. I'm probably not gonna structure this first second. So what they have first about the course, then they have features, then they have training format, and Java prospects, wise win-win option for learning the program, and then I would call it why learning Java, and then why Codegym, because here they say that they are really cool, and oops, no, I don't need search. Then they have testimonials, and I would say, I'm not sure how to call it exactly, I would say companies. In our case, that would be something like students of our course work in this and these companies. But I could maybe take it from Cloud Prism, but I don't think that will be on my website at this point. Ion Educator, learn more, join, and then CTA again. So and then let's say CTA, call to action. This is the Codegym. That's quite cool, but I don't actually like it. So I don't actually like it that much. Reviews. It's not testimonials, it's called reviews. I think it's better naming in English. Reviews. Let's have some look at another sites like Java, learn, course, online, something like this. And let's switch to Google, not to Bing. I'm using Microsoft Bing because it's actually quite good, so I like it. Coursera, we're gonna skip. So Codegym, okay, they're ranking here, which is really impressive. Learn Java Online, Simple Learn. Let's see, Simple Learn. Course Online, world's #1 bootcamp. And this is just simple an overview. Okay, so they have, the website is also quite overloaded actually. It's hard to understand what they exactly mean. I guess this is Simple Learn. Okay, they probably have a lot of different courses, right? So it's like Coursera, so no one really needs to understand what they're learning. Okay, best. Okay, let's see what Reddit says. JetBrains, the Knowledge Academy Scaler, course in Germany, Irish Technology, Hacker.io. Let's take front end coding bootcamp. Gonna move my icon here again so that you can see everything. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Coding bootcamps.eu, leave a con, BBS. Let's see, this one ranks as the first one. Career Foundry, course report, Front-end Masters, this one. And there was another website that I liked, but I don't remember anymore. I think it was something like Microverse. Learn how to code online. That sounds right actually. Microverse. Okay, that's good. Become remote. But I think they have totally different business model because they don't charge in advance, as far as I remember. It's been a while since I opened them. Okay, so we have this. Let's see if I actually like some of them. Okay, a few more here. If learn Java, no, people don't really suggest anything here. Java training courses in Germany, that looks quite awful. Yeah, let's close it. Let's see, Irish Technology. That is also not very helpful. Best Java courses, Udemy, Educative, Coursera. Yeah, well, those websites are not really relevant. So what I'm searching for is what websites, how do they actually market their courses in terms of what is their structure for selling. Okay, so this is already better. Learn new skill. So this is the hero section. Learn new skill today, build your career in tech. So the whole message that join in web development, browse courses. We have a lot of courses. #1 ranked bootcamp, top tech companies have a graduate. They're actually quite not. So if you don't know them, I think this is the biggest bootcamp in Germany. So they're quite known. Codegym, Levagon. First, they have the hero section, so I'm gonna skip this one. It's gonna be anyway everywhere. Then companies, then some data about the course itself. Course data. Career changing bootcamps in web and data. Then they just list features, course features, part-time skill courses. Okay, so I think that doesn't really. Okay, hiring partners, employment rate, 90% employment rate. Wow, that's quite impressive. Got a startup idea, launch it with Levagon, pitch your idea to the classmates, develop MVP. So quite suiting for me, I guess. That's exactly what we are doing here. Find alumni, startups founded. Interesting. So, in my opinion, it's not really such a good website. Let's see, Supercode program. It's switching automatically, I think, in German. Let's see, let's go to the bootcamp and let's see if I can switch it somewhere here into English. No, I don't think so. Let's see, so they have, this is good. So they have here, again, the hero section, but then they have also, where are you going? Why do you do this? Go back. So they have here, that's called to the courses. I can actually translate here. Translate to English, yeah. So then they have a small section that says, okay, and have a lot of text, live and online. Okay. And then they have different courses to choose from. Then they have why bootcamps. So basically we can see as a structure like this. Levagon, I'm gonna leave the Levagon, but I didn't really find it insightful. Supercode. Hero section. And I mean here I also didn't really include the hero section. So here this is this thing here. This is the hero section. I did a screenshot, but I don't need it. So this is the hero section. This is just I think just design element that's not really selling anything. Live certificate, ultra practical, 100% free with education voucher. Okay, becoming a web developer in half a year. Is it even possible? Yes, 5/7 month, live and online, our bootcamp. So then they show features. I wouldn't even call it features. I would say it. What is the expected outcome, right? Outcomes. Expected outcomes. And then they have different courses. I'm not gonna have it, so I'm not gonna have different courses, but still they have it. So and that's actually a really nice design because they show here with icons what's gonna be there, and then 40 weeks. That's quite cool. Looks good. And then we have here 6 reasons why bootcamps. Why bootcamps? So it seems to be that we already saw it twice. Why learning Java? Why Codegym, right? So why bootcamps? Then this is, I'm not really sure, the best bootcamp in Germany. Okay, but I'm not really sure what this. Those people who took the course. I think people working there. No, that's people working there for sure. That's for sure. Then video testimonials, which is awesome. Video reviews. This is good. Not only video reviews, okay, it's just in general review section. Let's say video reviews plus normal reviews. That would be, of course, awesome if I had a lot of reviews, but I don't, because this is completely new. But as soon as we get started, I hope to include some reviews. We're also gonna need to build it in somehow. So here's how to collect feedback, but that's a little bit later. So then they have history. Okay. IT training, certified, intensive, and practice oriented. Choose the format that suits you the best. Are you ready? Course and CTA and the FAQ. That's quite good. So I'm gonna copy this link. I'm gonna copy it here, so that we we have a reference here. Okay, nice website. Career Foundry. Let's see the best. Let's take, for example, web development. Okay, this is the blog courses to change your career. Full stack web development. Let's take this one. And what they say, job guarantee, AI in haste. Okay, AI in haste. And again, we see that our graduates work in certain companies, and they have values. Oh, this is nice. Design tools, work experience. So they basically outlined for me everything. Okay, that's good. Let's shift them here. Could make them like this. Open up. Okay, let's call it Career Foundry. Career Foundry. Career Foundry. And I'm just gonna copy it. Values, design tools, work experience, portfolio. Okay. So we can already see a few similarities, and okay, this is good. It's actually quite good. I like this. I think it's a little bit overwhelming to see all this possibilities, but it's still quite cool. I'm definitely not gonna have that much. Wow, they have this very detailed. I'm not sure how much detail is good. I think for them, because they really need to put a lot of emphasis on details, because I think they're quite pricey, right? Yeah, they're quite pricey, so pay monthly. Well, I think this is pay monthly today to secure your place, and then 400 per month for 18 months. So they charge, let's say, 9,000 for 18 months. How much is that equivalent of a month? It's 500. Quite interesting. So it's quite expensive, I would say. Yeah, that's why they have so much details, because you wouldn't pay that money in advance without having real lot of details. So it's more like high ticket level sellings, which works also for my mentoring, for example. So for my mentoring, I always speak with every single person who want to take my mentoring, because it's quite expensive, and I don't wanna let people buy it and then find out that it's not a good doesn't work for them. Then I have to return the money or something like this. So in general, the higher the price, the more I think, I don't know, but I think that's the higher the price, the more details you need to include, and the more customized you need to go with people. And then they have also FAQ session. Nice. Actually like them quite a lot. Let's see Microverse. So Microverse, again, they have this company hired, so it should be quite good point. And okay, but Microverse doesn't really have anything else. They only have testimonials and for the waitlist. I think they paused the enrollment for quite a long time, actually. I'm not sure if they're still active. I hope so. That was Microverse. It was part of this wave that happened in the education, I think, in 2019, where the type of courses changed from where you pay upfront to the income share agreements, ESA, and a lot of people were taking it and developing it, and I also wanted to do that, but turns out that having payments in advance is actually a good thing for a business, instead of waiting 2 years when you educate people and then they pay. So income share agreement, I didn't explain what it is. It's where you train people for free, basically they don't pay anything, but they only pay once they get the job, and they pay a certain percentage from it. Quite an interesting business model, but you need quite a lot of capital to start with, because you're training people for 1 or maybe 2 years without any payoff. So I definitely wouldn't do that now. And they have here front-end masters, your path to senior developer and beyond. TypeScript, so they have here different courses. Let's take, for example, the React course. The React most popular framework, watch free preview, get full access. If I click on get full access monthly. Okay, so this is also not very insightful. So another website that I actually wanna have a look at is XQL Group. Where's that? XQL Group. This is a company that I actually really admire in marketing. So XQL, it's a company that I really admire in marketing, and that's the founder. He was also my mentor for some time, and I actually like the way he designs from the marketing standpoint. So if I go here to the courses, it switches to Ukrainian actually. Does it have an English version? No, I think it doesn't. But it has approximately this structure. So I'm going to translate it again. We have here multi-language setup from German to Ukrainian. Wow, that's not the accurate translation, obviously. Blah blah blah. So it doesn't say anything. But anyway, so here's. I don't even remember. So this is the hero section. The hero section is fine. And then again, we have here companies. We have about the course, and you need this course if. So I'm gonna put it here. XQL Group. One more. This is the last one, I promise. This is the last one. XQL Group. Hero section. Description. About the course. And you need this course if. Then founder, then course program, then course info, who is this course for, and reviews, and pricing, and FAQ, and then contact form. So I actually like this structure, obviously. I know I'm a little bit biased because I have personal touch with this XQL Group, but there is a reason why they're quite successful in what they're doing, because the way they structure, the way they sell is really, really good. And okay, let me restructure here a little bit. So we can definitely see here some similarities. Let's see. Codegym, hero, about the course, featured training format while learning Java. So Let's see, how can I send it back like this, right? And nope, that's not what I want. I want to select the text. This, say this one. This. I'm gonna call it research. Research here, and a little bit of Figma practicing. I'm gonna make it. How can I make it bold? Regular here, bold. Research, and let's make it 16. Now this is good. So what do I want for my website to have? Well, definitely what we need is learn Apexcom. So definitely what we need is the hero part, this always. And then the question, what do I want to do after? So I have here my two favorites, the Codegym and the XScale group. What he does is he writes immediately here, okay, the first lesson is free, so it's kind of call to action, I would say. I'm gonna modify here, not description, CTA. I'm not gonna have it because I'm not gonna have free preview. Instead, what I'm gonna have is 60 days money back guarantee. So I'm not gonna have it. So this can go away. I'm also not gonna have this because I don't have any feedback. What I'm gonna have is about the course, and about the course is also second part here, because I think first we need to explain what is this website is actually about, so that when you open it, you read the description and then you see that, okay, I actually landed on something that that I expect that is correct. So here, what is learning Java with Codegym be like? This is quite good. That explains the whole process of how you're gonna do it, and I think we can do it in the similar way, because learning with what I have in my head, the vision that I have, would be also quite similar to that. So you would first read some material, then you would watch a video, maybe, for example, and then you would go and practice, and then you're gonna create some projects. And then again, so that's gonna be kind of the explanation part. What else? You have hero, about the course, then they go with features, and the XQL group goes with you need this course if. And that's what I actually think is a better approach, is to go, why do you need this course? So here we kind of wrote the description of what is this course about, and okay, you're reading this, and then you go to the next session, and that's the part where you need to hook the reader, where you need to say, okay, you need this course if you're struggling with this and that. I can also show with the Cloud Prism how I did it on the Cloud Prism and what was the idea behind it. So here, just a hero section, and then who is this course for? And here, ideally, when you look at this, you should say, oh, this is exactly for me. I am a Salesforce admin, I'm a Salesforce consultant, so that's exactly for me. So I'm gonna write here, who is this course for? Or the better way to say it, okay, let me actually think about it. I'm not so sure. Are you going through?
Yeah, but it takes
But do you need to go here? No? Okay. Okay, so here I started with a who is this course for, and what he does is that you need this course if you sell on Upwork, you want clients to write you to you themselves, write content but doesn't bring leads, understand how to approach marketing systematically. I would say that about the course. So what do we put here? Do we put here you need this course if? I think we should put here this one. So basically what we're gonna do here is pain points. So we will list here the pain points that people usually have. Like for example, I don't have enough training materials. I don't know where to start. I can actually write that. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. And then after we describe the pain points, the problems that people usually have, we can go and say, hey, we are exactly solving those problems, right? Let's see how I have it. So here I have it, I don't know where to start, rely on developers for every code change, I face a huge market competition, or I'm not really happy with the salary, and the site breaks for some reason. I'm not sure if that's the problem with the browser or with the website. I mean, probably with the website, because this one doesn't break. I probably should work on it. Again, so I was not programming this. This was programmed by another company, so I don't really have too much of insights there. Again, now it looks much better. So here, face huge competition, not satisfied with the salary. Those are problems. And then after the course, so then immediately after the okay, now it breaks again. Okay, I probably should report this back to the company. So once we say, okay, you have those and those problems, and people are reading it, they're like, yeah, I really hate that I don't have enough practice. I really hate that I don't know where to start. And then the next section after, you say, hey, and here's the solution. Here, the course. That's what you should take. I know how to solve it. After the course, you will understand the code in your org. You will write new code. You will be on the way to PD1, to the platform developer one. So after the pain points, say not enough training material. After the pain points, we're gonna have features, solutions to the problems. So we're gonna have, how to call it, solutions to those problems. Let's say something like 1,000+ practice tasks. Personalized study program. Right? Personalized study program. And then I go and here I say, okay, this is the salary of developer and so on. And the XQL group, what they do, they go into the course program. I think it makes sense. So and the Codegym, what do? They go into the training format. I think it makes sense at this point to go into the training format. But this is, a lot of them also here, why learning Java, why bootcamps? So they kind of continue selling on the idea that you have to try it out. So this is a big question how to do it. you need this course. So we have the pain points, and then we have the solutions to those problems. Now I think that we also need to say, so we have the problems, the solutions. Now we also need to say, this is basically, so this solution to problem, that's basically also going to be the course outline, like how it works, right? Oh no, how it works we have in the about the course, right? About the course, because I want to do the about the course as the they do right like this. So about the course information. Okay, so we have this, we have personalized study program. About the course, and let's say steps. Here I'm gonna add steps. So for example, learn. For example, read, watch video, practice, tasks, build project, tasks. It goes there. For example, here, solutions. So what's left? What is left? We have here the program, course program. Let's put the course program there. Course program. Then also we're gonna definitely have pricing at some point. The question is, of course, at what point? Can I convert it easily in Canva into the numbered list? No, right? Oops. That's fine. Pricing, course program. Let's see, I'm not so sure where to put those blocks now. So we still need to have the program. Then why learn? Why do you need to learn Apex? Right? So we still need to somehow sell on the idea that you actually need to learn the Apex itself, not Salesforce administration. Why do you need to learn Apex? Reviews will be for now just placeholder. Actually, we're not going to implement reviews in the first place, right? Because we don't have any review, so let's not waste time on it. And FAQ. And here in the pricing, I'm going to write that I have 60 days. 60 days return money policy. Now that is actually something that I was thinking about. I'm not really sure, should I do 60 days or should I do like 30 days? I definitely don't want to give completely free some kind of freemium, because I don't really know. So first, I think it's gonna take much longer to implement, and I think it's not very. A lot of people are gonna try it out, but I think that conversion will be not that good. Versus when you immediately ask for the money, we're just gonna cut off those people who will not pay. So I think that 60 days return money policy sounds kind of that it gives you security, right? So you're like, okay, in 2 months, if I still don't like it, I can just get all my money back. The problem though is that in the beginning, we most likely won't have enough content for 2 months. So most likely we won't be able to, it's going to be something like people will sign up and then in 1 month they're going to be done. And that's it. And they can request the money back. So the idea is that the whole course should be able, if you just sit down, you should be able to spend on it more than 60 days in order for that to work. So I'm not really sure about 60 days. 30 days, it doesn't sound that secure anymore, because 60 days is like impressive, it's 2 months, so in your head it's forever. Versus when you say 30 days, it's kind of right? And it still doesn't solve the problem, because I think in the beginning it's gonna be possible to solve everything just within a couple of weeks. So I'm gonna do 60 days anyway, and then we can refine it and see if that works. And by the way, if you're watching this, first, thank you. And if you have any feedback to all my thoughts that I have and to the way I built this Learn Apex, then just write it. I'm very, very keen to see your feedback. So we have 60 days return money policy. Now, in terms of what should we price? So the XQL group, they price it as 750 and 400. I price it. I have three different. I have 750. I have 1500 and 3000. This works for my mentoring. This works for the cohort-based courses that I'm gonna run, but that won't work for this automatic system where you like almost like SaaS platform, right? So it doesn't really work for the platform. So for the platform, expectations are that they cost something. For example, Figma, it costs $12 a month or $15 a month, which I cannot really charge, because if I charge $12 a month, even having 100 users, we're just gonna make $1,200. So it's not gonna be profitable, I think. So I do need to charge a much bigger amount. So I think I want to charge just a normal Udemy course price. Let's see what are the Udemy course prices. Let's say, for example, Learn Apex and Udemy. Okay, so they say here 40. Oracle Apex, no, not Oracle Apex, Salesforce online courses. 80, 90, 80. So this is the price for that. So I don't know if that's gonna make sense. I think the price will adjust at how good it will be at the end. So if we'll be able to do something really, really awesome, then we're gonna charge high, something like 150 per month. And if not, I don't want to charge less than $50 a month. $50 a month. Because I think if we go lower, that doesn't make any sense. What is Codegym charging? Do they have Codegym pricing? Codegym. Yeah, okay, so they have $30. The thing is that I think the higher we charge, the more we have chance for success, because those big companies, they basically play a number game, right? They have a huge budget. They can basically start running Google ads and have a huge exposure, or they can raise some capital or whatever. I don't have it, so we don't have any other choice rather than just figure out what is the value that we can deliver so that people can pay us more. Maybe it's going to be including some kind of manual support, like they have, for example, here with the Mentor Pro. So they have here that support in private chat, for example. That's actually quite a good one. We could even include it as one of the features immediately, and then we can charge 150. My target, my perfect price would be actually not this one, but 200. And the reason for that is because that was the price that I charged people when I just started out with mentoring. My first 3 clients, I charged this price. But for that, we need to figure out what value can we deliver for that, because it was quite easy to sell people for 200 for personal mentoring, where you sit down one and teach them how to code. Of course, that's like, yeah, please, because if you try to hire a developer, that's going to be just, 2 hours, and you're going to pay this. So it was easy to justify the price. Now, if I want to justify this price, or let's say this price, I need to figure out how to justify it. How to deliver the value that is more than that per month. And this is something that I think will be much more clear once we have the whole thing. But if the vision of how I see it, if that's gonna come true, then I think the value for 150 per month will be there. Because what I eventually want to end up with is having a complete, from start to the end, course on every single Apex topic that you can imagine. And everything should be basically like Trailhead. You should be able to automatically write your code and check your solutions. And that's going to be the course itself. So it's going to be videos that I'm also still going to create, plus the text, plus a lot of different tasks. So I think that kind of justifies the 150 price. And what I also think about is maybe we could go, and from 150, let's see what should it be yearly if people. Okay, let's see here if we can make 30% less. We can maybe go something like, what was that? Let's round it up to 300 a year. 300 a year. Those are my ideas about pricing. So as you see, the pricing is completely out of the air. And if I'm gonna fail to make any sales with this price, I'm gonna just reduce them to some degree. And if I'm gonna go below the 50, I think I don't think that it will add up to the profitable business. If I will go less than 50, I might just do it for free in total. No, I'm not gonna do it for free, that's for sure. But I don't know. We will see it if I have some sales. I think we will see it. That's about the structure. Now we can actually go and do the structure itself.